Thanks for coming in today, everybody. Been a minute. I haven't streamed in over 2 weeks. It's been a rough couple of weeks. Commuting, work. Got sick on my last work trip. I ended up having food poisoning on the road. That sucks. Wouldn't recommend it, chat. Would not recommend it. Nick Greslett, thanks for coming in today. Kenny Monster, thanks for coming in today. So good to see both of you guys. And Host00312, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Again, thanks for coming in today, everybody. Sorry I haven't been able to stream a whole lot. Work has gotten in the way. Real life gets in the way. Some of it's good, though. I do have the girlfriend. She's not new anymore. I've been dating her for over 3 months now. And she's awesome. So that's been taking up a lot of my time. So I just haven't been able to stream a whole lot. And I'll get into more detail as we get deeper into the stream here. But right now we're just waiting on a Virtue USA Flying Club event that's going to be getting started up here soon. The briefing starts at about 7:30. And we're hoping for a pretty decent turnout for this Hampton Roads flyabout tonight that our buddy Jay Smitty has put together. This is what my plan is for the event tonight, chat. Right here. I'm going to start at Norfolk, Virginia. Kilo Oscar Romeo Foxtrot. I'm going to take off. I'm going to head northbound up here to Tangier Island.
Sir Skidmore just subscribed. Thanks for coming in today. Hey, thanks for coming in today. I've been practicing my online flights with Boston's Wings program. Really getting over my mic shyness, and I'll be joining y'all tonight.
Oh, I'm glad you're going to be joining us tonight. Thank you so much, Mr. Skidmore, for the resubscription. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for coming in today, man. Like I said, we're going to take off out of Norfolk tonight, and I'm going to fly up the kind of like the island coast here, going to Tangier Island. It's going to be my first stop from Tangier. I'm going to go to Saluda, which is Whiskey 75 there, Hummelfield, and then down to Newport News, Papa Hotel Foxtrot. That's just my plan tonight. I don't really plan on doing anything else more than that. I was going to keep it short and sweet tonight. I do have to go back to work again tomorrow. So, weather is a bit sketchy. Yep, I've manually set it to VFR. So I'm going severe, clear, daytime, VFR, nice and super lazy. And that is the plan for me tonight. Again, we got a briefing for the Flying Club that starts in about 5 minutes is the briefing start time. There's only 2 of us in the events channel. Oh boy, hope everyone plans on showing up on time for the briefing tonight. There was 20 people that Cinnabon reacted to the event tonight, but so far I only see 3 in the events channel. The briefing starts in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So we're gonna wait around for the briefing. Once the briefing happens, chat, then I'll get the airplane set up and we'll get ready to go on our first leg. Kenny, I know you said you weren't going to participate tonight because you weren't feeling the greatest. I hope you're doing all right. Hopefully it's not COVID or anything like that, my man. Hope you feel better. I mean, time's been made pretty clear, 7:30 Eastern, so we'll see. Hopefully people start filing in here in the last few minutes for the briefing. Just the fall bug? I hear you, man. It's good that it's not the Rona. So yeah, I'm kind of just waiting for the briefing to start before I really get into anything too much Although I'm not running the briefing, so I guess I could go into the old cockpit there and actually start getting the airplane set up. So why don't we do that, chat? Why don't I get the airplane set up at least? Could at least do that. Turn those on so I don't forget. Make sure I'm squawking VFR. Okay, good. This is the Coronado Piper Seminole. It is right in the title. Yes, sir. Let's see. I'm going to do a full-on flight plan here. We're taking off out of Kilo Oscar Romeo Foxtrot, which is Norfolk, Virginia. Place that I've been to plenty. My company flies in and there. From Norfolk, we're going to go to Tangier Island, TGI. From Tangier, we're going to go to Whiskey 75, which is Saluda. Or Hummel, I guess. And then we're going to go to Newport News, Kilo Papa Hotel Foxtrot. That'll be our conclusion. So I'm not going to hit up all the places tonight. There is a bunch more airports that are being featured, but that's what I'm planning to do. Alright, so that's all in there. So we will use a little bit of GPS navigation. Oh, you know what? I forgot to, son of a... no, that's not what I want. There we go. Gotta get used to the camera angles and all that stuff.
Hey, good evening, folks. You guys hear me okay?
Loud and clear. It's a little weird that there's only 3 of us in here right at 7:30, now 4 of us.
Yeah, I seen a couple people say they weren't going to be able to make it and stuff, so I was thinking the same thing, Mike.
There's 20 people that Cinnabon this event, so I mean...
Should we give it a couple minutes, do one more ping on the, maybe the come fly with me or something?
If you want to ping GA chat, you can, and we can... I don't usually like to do this, but yeah, since there's so little of us in here, we can defer for 5 more minutes.
Yeah, okay, I'll just do a quick little ping on GA chat, and then we'll get going.
Alright. A little disappointed in the flying club tonight, chat. Nobody's on time. There's only 4 of us in here that are on time for the briefing. Now, granted, it is a fly-in event, so you don't necessarily have to be on time for the briefing for this kind of event. But 7:30, 9:30, I was hoping to see more than 4 people in the Discord at this time, especially since 19 people just hit the Cinnabon. Now, of course, the Cinnabon isn't a requirement for you to attend. It's only if you plan to attend. But...
So it's nice you're finally flying one of my events, Mike. You're usually traveling when I host.
Yeah, no, I'm actually going right back to work tomorrow, but I don't have to be up too early tomorrow, so I've got enough time. I'm gonna do a few spots tonight, but I'm not gonna go crazy.
Yeah, right on.
We'll see what happens, chat. Can't make people join in. Let's put it that way. But 4 seems like a low number. Let's see, how many people do we have on the ground that I can tell are flying club members? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So a whopping 4. Caster Troy's, it's not, we're not on a Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 public, or one of the public servers. We're on VATSIM. All of the Virtuous Safe Flying Club events are done on the VATSIM network. So we are on VATSIM.
Hey, Michael, it looked like you were trying to say something. I saw your name highlight, but didn't actually hear anything.
Radio check.
Radio check was loud and clear.
Alright, I might have just hit caps lock by accident then.
Sorry, I meant Michael Minnock.
Does Microsoft Flight Sim normally take longer to upload after an update? Yes. To be honest, yes it does. This is, yeah, I'm a little concerned, chat. A lot of names signed up, but I'm not seeing a lot of people that are currently in the Discord right now. Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna get my airplane started, chat. No sense waiting around. Turn the fuel pumps on, we'll get the mixtures and props in. We'll go ahead and open the window, clear prop. I'm gonna start left engine first. Pretty sure I turned the fuel on. Oh, I know what's going on here. Because I had my alpha yoke set to off. That would make a lot of sense. Oh, I started up both at the same time. That's okay. That looks like it's better. I don't like that the camera doesn't center normally anymore. You actually
All right, I got 7:35. We'll go ahead and get the briefing started, and if folks climb, join us, we can go from there. So thanks for coming in today, everybody. Mike, I'm glad to have you here for one of the events that I host finally. First of all, if you're loaded into the sim with real-time weather, you probably notice that the weather is not real favorable for VFR right now, and as I look outside, it doesn't look like my Microsoft Flight Simulator weather's caught up with the real weather yet. So if you need to adjust your weather for VFR, just please note it in your remarks that you're flying Sim WX VFR for forcing the VFR weather. Also in your remarks, if you please add the Virtual USA Flying Club to your remarks, appreciate that. As always, follow club etiquette. Make sure if you're flying into a crowded airspace or something that you're paying attention, giving enough room for the other aircrafts and such. For this event, it's basically a fly-in type event, although there's no final destination. You can start and end where you like. You can fly as many of the airports in the region as you like. I listed several of them, but there are more. Some of my favorites are the ones that I listed. I really like Williamsburg, which is the KJGG. Flew 172 out of there. My dad used to keep his Mooney there. Patrick Henry Field at Newport News is where my dad keeps his Mooney nowadays. The Wakefield Airport, we fly over there to get fuel, and a couple of the others. West Point's a nice airport. I like doing touch and goes there. I actually did touch and goes there during an introductory flight, and Hummel Field is a good short field to land at. Tangier Island's a pretty cool fishing town if you ever get the chance to go there in real life, either by airplane or by boat. It's a pretty neat little fishing village. Get there at lunchtime, find one of the restaurants, and get some seafood, crab sandwich or something like that. I did add some scenery links, so hopefully you guys were able to download those and such. Hopefully the ones that I created work out fine on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Also highlighted some helicopter airports that work on both sims pretty well if we have any helicopter pilots in here. There's 2 more hospitals in the area that seem to be okay for helicopters as well. Fleet following will be at your discretion. I don't think we're going to have any additional ATC. So we do have a center on right now. I do not know how long they'll be on, and you need to contact them for the Newport News Airport and Norfolk. Other than that, let me see if there's anything else I can think of here. I think I covered anything. Mike, you got anything else?
Thanks for coming in today.
No, like I said, I just actually put this in the Come Fly With Me channel. If you participate in tonight's event, just leave your call sign in the Come Fly With Me channel so we know to put you into the event count.
Great, thanks, Mike. Anybody have any questions? I know a couple people just joined, and I'm not sure at what point you joined or if you have any additional questions.
Good fixins. Thank you for the resubscription. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in today, guys. I'm going to talk more about this Twitch channel in a second.
I'm not hearing any questions, so
once we get started.
Again, you know, have fun, enjoy the area, and if you have any questions along the lines, we'll be in this channel and monitoring and stuff, and you can ask us in here. Other than that, we should see you in there, and hope you have a good time.
Thank you.
Thank you, see you. Safe flight, everyone.
Alright, chat. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. We do need to talk to ATC. The Washington Center is going to be covering Norfolk, Virginia Airport, so 133.72. So we'll tune to that frequency. And we'll
VSA Alpha Charlie, Washington Center, hello, squawk 3057.
Getting on a
3057.
VFR
Charlie Heavy.
departure out of here. Turn off the lights.
Can I get a radio check on Discord, please?
Loud and clear, 5x5.
Thanks, Mike.
Washington Center, good evening. 70124, Mike Charlie on the ground in Norfolk. Would like taxi VFR to the north, no flight following.
What aircraft is the general aircraft that will be flying?
Any GA prop that you want.
Alrighty.
124, Mike Charlie, Washington Center, hello, squawk 6612.
Uh, 6612 for 7012.
Just wanted to make
Mike
sure we're
Charlie.
in King Air, Countess
124, Mike Charlie, when ready, runway
Yes, sir.
5, taxi via Alpha Golf,
Alrighty.
cross runway 32.
Just be cautious
Runway
of
5
some
via
of these
Alpha
airports
Golf,
have fairly short
70124, Mike
fields.
Charlie.
Alright.
We don't need to cross 32.
Frontier Flight 2845, runway 1, taxi via Juliet, cross runway 4.
Runway 1, taxi Juliet crossing 4 from Frontier Flight 2845.
EPA State Alpha Charlie, radar contact 40 miles northwest of the Seal Beach VOR through 5,200, climb 18th level 320. 17th level
Getting a little
320,
lost here, chat.
Charlie Heavy. Of the 192 Boston Center offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, bye-bye.
Might have hit my, I think I hit my gear button by accident, chat, and that's why you were getting the horn there.
Center November 25 X-ray, so sea level 10,000. Crossing hyper from the north.
Clear left. I just realized I think my fuel pumps are slow and I could hear the noise. Let's get rid of the noise.
Number 25 X-ray, Washington Center, hello, squawk 0771.
0771 for 25 X-ray.
Center, November 73 Tango Sierra at Norfolk, holding
Seminole,
short
yes,
of
sir.
Foxtrot
That's the second
VFR
person now I asked.
departure
It's
to
them
the
flying
northeast, requesting flight following.
the Seminole.
Southwest 2830, welcome to Baltimore, taxi to parking via
I've got day VFR set. The weather's a little sketchy in real
Number
world,
73 Tango Sierra, coming center, request
we're
standby. Number 25 X-ray, radar contact 1010,000, about 60 miles north of Casanova VOR. Descend via the Hyper 8 arrival. Expect the visual runway 1 right approach, Delta South limiter 2981.
Descend Hyper 8 arrival of visual 18 approach for 25 X-ray.
Number 73 Tango Sierra, Washington Center, hello, squawk 6621.
6621 for November 73 Tango Sierra, and we are ready to taxi.
Number 73 Tango Sierra, runway 5, taxi via Foxtrot Alpha, cross runway 32.
Runway 5, Foxtrot Alpha, cross runway 32, November 73 Tango Sierra.
Seminole 124, Mike Charlie, short of runway 5 at Norfolk, ready.
Number 124 Mike Charlie, straight out departure when... Sorry about that, wind 310 at 5, runway 5, clear for takeoff.
Runway 5, clear for takeoff straight out, Seminole 124, Mike Charlie. Oh, a little too much juice there. We're gonna overcook the center line. Woof. Alright, now that we're centered up, let's go flying.
Frontier Flight 2845, wind calm, runway 1, clear for takeoff.
A little bunny hop off of the runway there. Positive rate, gear up. We're on our way.
Oscar 176, Washington Center, hello, squawk 4761, please.
Squawk 4761,
Okay, and Center, can you give us our runway assignment again for November 25 X-ray?
Number 25 X-ray, runway 1 right.
1 right, roger.
Speaking of landings, let me go ahead and turn the landing rate meter on. There we go. Just so it's on.
Alpha Sierra 236, clear direct wakes,
Let's
cross
go
wakes
25
at
squared
3000
for
at
the
wakes,
climb.
clear for the RNAV Zulu, runway 5 approach.
Roger, cross wakes at 3000, clear to the RNAV approach. Has anyone spawned in yet?
And Washington
Yeah,
American 1128, we're requesting taxi to
Alrighty, that's weird, it's not showing up for me. I'm gonna respawn.
American 1128, runway 1, taxi via
whatever,
Juliet,
yeah.
cross runway 4.
taxi via Juliet, cross
What is
runway
the airport
4
code? Did you
for
let me show?
American 1128.
There's
Number 124 Mike Charlie,
number
frequency
of
change,
airports
approval
that
by.
you could start
Frequency change
at.
approved for Mike Charlie,
There wasn't one designated one, so we may all be at different airports.
Center,
Alright,
November
that's fine.
73 Tango Sierra at Norfolk, holding short. Runway 5, we're going to leave from intersection Alpha, if that's okay.
That's not a problem, number 73 Tango Sierra.
Alright, we got our frequency change. We'll squawk 1200, squawk VFR. We'll plan on holding 1,500 feet. So pretty much right where I'm at here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go altitude. I'm going to go heading. Pretty much hold the heading that I'm on right now. So heading, we're going to go ahead and autopilot on because I'm feeling a little lazy tonight. I got to get my view straightened out. I feel like it's not correct. Not what I want, at least. That's better. So we'll do that. So now, why am I descending? I'd like to hold 1,500 feet. There we go. And now I'm going to go a little bit to my left here. Kind of go about this heading. So I'm going to go out towards the island straight ahead of us there. And then head out towards, and of course there's the Chesapeake Bay Bridge there, chat. the one that has like bridge and then tunnel some parts, and then bridge and then tunnel in some parts. So let me actually turn a little bit closer to that, see what it looks like better in the sim. Actually, it looks pretty okay in the sim, won't lie. Gotta go a little bit closer. Thompson ZY. Hello from Brazil, he says. Well, hello from the US of A. Thanks for coming in today. Good to see you. Appreciate you stopping by the chat. I am flying in the area of Virginia. We're flying, just took off out of Norfolk, Virginia. We're going to Tangier Island. We're right near the Chesapeake Bay Bridge tunnel. It's bridge and then tunnel and then bridge and then tunnel and then bridge. It's kind of cool actually to see in real life. Just kind of looks like the cars disappear into the water out of nowhere when you're flying over. So we're going to Tangier Island first, then a couple other stops along the way here in our Piper Seminole. So appreciate y'all stopping by. So this is what I was trying to say earlier, chat, now that I've got a time to speak. So I don't know how many regulars there are in here, probably only a handful. But I just haven't been able to stream a whole lot lately. Obviously because of work. Commuting to and from Dallas for work from New York is not very easy, chat. And I also have the girlfriend Sarah now. And obviously I want to spend a lot of my free time with her because she's amazing. So I really just haven't had as much time to dedicate to the sim or to streaming as a whole. This past weekend I also ended up getting food poisoning while I was on the road for work, which was not fun at all, chat. I would not recommend it.
Used for the Williamsburg Jamestown airport.
And so it's been a rough couple of weeks, which is why I haven't been able to stream for a couple of weeks, but I'm happy to be on tonight. It'll be a pretty short stream, chat. I'm only looking to go to about 8:30 tonight at the latest.
Thank you.
And then I have to go right back to work tomorrow. Hopefully I don't have to be up too early tomorrow morning, which is why I'm able to participate tonight, but I am glad to get a little bit in for you guys, and I apologize. Going forward, I'm not going to be able to stream a whole lot. Once a week at the most, sometimes less. That's probably what it's going to be in terms of me streaming, so if you are subscribed to the channel and you decide that it's not worth to keep the subscription for me only being on once a week or less, perfectly understandable if you decide to discontinue. I'm not going to judge you one way or another.
Good evening.
Better looking than us, so you better be spending time. Oh yeah, I've been spending a lot of my free time with the chat, as much as I can, because my job does make it very difficult, especially now with commuting on top of it. And yeah, I haven't really worked full time and since like 2019 when I pulled my shoulder out. So it's really, now that I've gone like, call it like 4 months of actually working full time, it's I will not lie, it's stressful, it's a strain. I'm still having a hard time kind of readjusting to it. And so it's taken its toll on me physically and mentally, and it's just why I haven't really been able to dedicate as much time as I would like to either the sim or the stream or the flying club, anything, all of the above. It's really been just a bit of a struggle. So, you know, I appreciate that you guys are hanging in there with me. And, oh wow, bumped out my whole flight plan when I did that. Of course it did. Whatever. So, I appreciate that you guys are still kind of hanging with me tonight, and whenever I do stream, you know, I'll be happy to have any of the company that you're willing to give me, but I just won't be able to do it as often because of real life obligations. So, I appreciate you guys. That's what I'm trying to say. And I won't feel bad or offended if you decide you don't want to continue any kind of subscription to the channel. Alright, so our first stop tonight is Tangier Island. We're about 17 minutes out. So let's take a look at the airport information for Tangier Island. Looks like we got a 220 runway, 2426, so it's fairly short. Should be enough for the Seminole here, but it is kind of short, so we'll have to get on brakes here a little bit. Don't see anything special about left or right traffic, so it's just going to be left traffic. Traffic pattern altitude, light aircraft is 605. So it's a low traffic pattern altitude, chat. Look at that, 600 feet. Above ground is for light aircraft. We're not a heavy aircraft, so we're only going to be a traffic pattern altitude of 600. So it's good that we read that in the in here. So we'll plan on that. And then in terms of the weather, looks like it's 350 at 8, so we'll plan on landing on runway 2. So we might, we're going to probably overfly the field, join the left downwind for runway 2. We'll do it the proper way instead of just flying straight in. I'll plan on overflying the field at the 1500 feet. Is what I'll overfly the field at, and then I'll join the left downwind to get to that 600 feet for landing at Tangier Island. And actually, we might not even do a full stop landing, chat. We might just do a touch and go, and after that touch and go, head on right to our next little destination, which is going to be Whiskey 75, which is Hummel Field. A short runway at Tangier, we'll do a full stop. Think better of it, chat. Get a good look at the island here. Of course, Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 is all about the visuals, chat. It's the visual simulator. Looks great. I wish it flew better. There's still a lot of things they're working on improving. There was another update that we just did and everything, but other than its looks, it's still got a lot of work to do, but it looked great, so that's why I keep coming back to it. I'm a visual kind of guy, so I like the way it looks. That's why I fly it so much. It's not to say I won't ever fly X-Plane again, because I'm sure I will plenty of times, especially for the jet aircraft and the more realistic stuff. Bush League stuff, of course. Was not able to participate in the Bush League backcountry fly-in on Tuesday because the lady friend was over the house. So of course I was going to spend time with Sarah. So we got about 13-ish minutes. At the speed we're doing right now, it's not too bad. Got the autopilot on, we're at 1,500 feet. Headed right to the field. Tell you what, chat, since we got the autopilot flying, I'm going to use the little boys' room real quick. I'll be right back. careful to step over Delilah here on my way back from the restroom. She is sleeping on the floor behind me, as always. That Bush League event was fun, but no downwind sim, no Melvin Leroy, and no Jet Pilot Cinnamon made it miss something. Like I said, I'm sorry that I couldn't be there, and it sucks that neither downwind sim nor Melvin Leroy could be there as well. September hasn't been a good month to start here, to be honest with you guys. Like I said, this is the first time I've been able to stream. It's been good for the times that I've been able to see the girlfriend, but other than that, some of the work stuff hasn't been that great, so... just kind of hanging in there, chat. That's all I can say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think the 7 in the events channel right now is also the 7 I see on the network, John. So that's our count going for now.
All right, fair enough. Thanks, Mike. I was going to check that after my first landing. Or it might be a record low.
To be honest, I don't know what the record low is. It's not really something I've ever wanted to look at, though.
Yeah, I hear that.
I'm actually scrolling through the Virtual USA Flying Club events channel right now to see what our record low is. I am kind of curious, as much as it's not a good number to be looking at, probably. Our record low is 8.
I wonder what the record high is.
45.
Oh, wow.
Was that the anniversary event a few weeks ago?
No, that was at 43. The 45 was one of the, it was like, I think, a Long Island Sound fly-in, or that was a while ago. But 43 was the anniversary event. We were close to the record with the anniversary event. But yeah, 8 is the record low, so if the count stays at 7, that would be the new low.
Not exactly the record I'm chasing.
No. Something about September's been weird, man. Work's been rough. I ended up getting food poisoning and sick on the road. This is like the first time I've been able to do any kind of stream or flight sim stuff. It's just been a weird month to start here.
Well, right, and I'll tell you, you know, with the school starting up, the kids' sports, my work, and everything, it's been a super, super busy month. So I'm sure everybody's got stuff like that going on.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to go back to the office here in another couple weeks. It was supposed to be this week, but they backed it off 2 weeks.
And then also, like, Brant just had surgery. Eric's had his issues with himself and the family. Wes has always kind of been busy, just on the admin side even. It really hasn't been ideal for a lot of us.
Tangier traffic 7933 Foxtrot left downwind 02 Tangier.
Tangier traffic, Seminole 124 Mike Charlie, about 20 to the south. We're going to overfly the field, join the left downwind for runway 2, Tangier.
Tangier traffic, Cessna 33 Foxtrot, departing the pattern to the south, last call, Tangier.
Cruising along. Over the water right now. Pretty low over the water. In real life, even with 2 engines, I don't think I would be... Hey, thanks for coming today. I don't think I would fly this low even with 2 engines over the water like this going out to an island. I think I would have stayed closer to the shore and then kind of crossed over at a higher altitude. But because it's the sim, you know, it's the sim. John worked on a little bit of a scenery edits for Tangier, and I put it into my community folder, so hopefully we'll be able to see that as we're flying in right now. We're about 10 miles to the south here. Of course, we've got the field in sight. We're going to overfly the field, chat, at 1,500 feet, and then join the left downwind. I do not have the Seneca, no. Take it easy.
Thanks, you too.
Good night, have a good one.
But no, I do not also have the Seneca. Alright, 8 is the count now, John. So we're tied for the record low.
Alright, fair enough. Hey, you're gonna have to let me know how that airport is there.
Yeah, I'm almost there. 10 out.
I'm gonna pause here and just land. I'll watch you land.
What's your cruise speed, Mike?
In the Seminole, just shy of 140 knots indicated.
Ah, okay, that's why you're quite a bit... Because I only left like 2 minutes after you. You're quite a bit ahead of me.
Hey, where are you guys headed?
We took off out of Norfolk going to Tangier. I'm going to do Tangier to Hummel Field, which is Whiskey 75 next, and then from Hummel I'm going to go to Newport News. That's all I'm going to do tonight. I got to work tomorrow, so I'm going to keep it short.
All right, I'll see you at Newport News.
Yeah, a bit of a low count tonight for the club. But Jay Smitty's right. There's a lot going on with a lot of different club members that I do know about personally. And also it's back to school this week. For some people it's back to work as well. First time back to school in person, back to the office in person. There's probably a lot going on for a lot of people. So that might explain why it's a bit of a low count for just a Thursday night here with pretty short notice for this event. This event was only posted up about a week ago, a little less than a week ago, so we won't call it a flying club high point, but we're here, we're doing it, and I hope you guys are enjoying the stream that I'm providing. Tangier Island traffic, 7124 my Charlie, about 5 south of the field. If you can overfly, join the left downwind for runway 2, Tangier. I'm going to go ahead and click the autopilot off here, chat. Kind of maneuver a little bit better to overfly the midfield to join the left downwind for runway 2. I'm not going to do a teardrop, I'm just going to overfly to go right into the downwind.
Yeah, if I had known he was going to close, I wouldn't have gotten flight follow in. Been a little bit of quieter of a ride.
prop full. That'll help us start kill some speed. Bring it back, not all the way to the horn there, but start slowing down here as we're going to get set to overfly the field and eventually join the left downwind for runway 2. Again, we can see the field right out there. Looks alright, Jason. You'll get a better look when I get closer to the ground here. Looks pretty good from the top-down view, Jay Smitty. We'll go ahead. I'll go into the drone cam after I land, get you a bit of a better look. Danger out on traffic. 70124 my trolley is overflying the field to join the left downwind for runway 2. Danger. Yeah, looks pretty good to me. I'll get you a closer look when I get on the ground. I'm going to start descending now to that 600 feet for the trap pattern altitude. I'm going to put the gear down so the plane stops yelling at me. Tanger traffic 70124 my trolley left downwind for runway 2. Tanger. Wait for the runway to go beyond our left wing. Again, only 600 feet for the trap pattern altitude. Start the base turn. Tanger traffic 70124 my trolley left base. Runway 2. Tanger. I'm feeling I'm going to be a little bit high, which is not great because this is a short runway. So let me cut the power here. Do a little bit better job. Gears down, flaps are full. Tanger traffic, 70124 my trolley, short final, runway 2, Tanger. So we got a nice long lead in here, looks like. Don't want to float too much. Actually, that landing turned out to be pretty good. Nice, 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 nice. I did forget to tell you guys to put the predictions in chat, but that ended up being minus 87. It's pretty decent. I can live with that all day. The wind is relatively calm, I think, so I'm just going to depart off at 20 since it's uncontrolled. I don't think anybody else is in the area right now. So we'll make our way to our next stop. Tanger traffic, 70124 my trolley is clear of runway 2. So we'll exit for now. I'm just going to rotate her. Jason said, real big trees where they shouldn't be added, reflections, etc. All water island, remove the building, it's just vegetation. Gotcha. Alright, let me go into the drone cam real quick. Yeah, it all looks solid to me, man. I don't know if what you did looks like it worked or not on my end, but this is what I got for you. Neat little airport out on this island here. Alright, we'll go back into the cockpit. And we'll get ready to go to Whiskey 75. As our next stop. And again, we're just going to take off of the runway here 20 to head that way since there's no traffic. Tangier Island traffic, 70124 Mike Charlie's party runway 20, be a right turn to the southwest, Tangier. And we'll make our way out. Happy to help you there, Jay Smitty. Bit of a better takeoff than the first time. Positive rate, gear up. We're gonna go right into the autopilot nav. $25 squared for the climb. Right to Hummel. Looks like it's only going to take us about 13 minutes or so to get there. We'll go at 1,500 feet, and we'll take a look at that airport information here in just a second. And we do that now. Hummel Field, Saluda. Looks like they got a 1.19, again, fairly short. Climb to 500 feet before any turnout. Okay, good to know. Arriving aircraft use wide pattern to avoid populated areas east and west of airport. Alright, so it wants us to do a wide pattern, so we'll do a wide left downwind for whichever runway we decide to use here. Again, the weather seems to still be favoring north for most of these fields, I think. Wind calm actually there, so we'll probably overfly the field and join the left downwind for runway 1. And we'll do a wide left downwind for runway 1. Now we'll go 23 squared. Since we're cruising under 1,500 feet.
I was following the wrong sets of lights and just completely flew over Tangiers.
Oof. It's about 8 minutes, 20 miles out from our next stop. Might go a little bit over the 8:30 end time that I had, chat. We'll see. We'll see. It is only 28 miles to the Newport News Airport. We did lose center, so everything's uncontrolled at this point. So I guess maybe I'll do the one more stop. Good looking bird, good looking sim. Again, real world, even with the 2 engines, I probably wouldn't fly this low over the water. Because that would not be safe, chat. I would climb higher, but because it's the sim, I'm taking some liberties.
Tangiers traffic, Piper 73 Tango Sierra, 5 miles from the field, going to be entering a left downwind for runway 2, Tangiers. That left traffic, Tangiers.
About 14 out from Hummel. Hummel field traffic, Seminole 124 Mike Charlie is about 15 miles to the northeast. Gonna overfly the field for the left downwind, runway 1, Hummel. John, is it Hummel or Saluda when you make the call?
Romeo.
I think it's Hummel Field.
Thank you.
It's whatever the last guy said.
I haven't flown in there personally myself yet. My dad calls it Hummel, so I'm assuming that's what it is.
We'll go with that, chat. He's the local man with the local knowledge. Delilah is out cold on the floor behind me. She is gone.
Is that related to the kid? Good lady, man.
She knows I'm going to work tomorrow because she saw me filling my suitcase, so she's probably gonna sleep with me all night.
I don't know, but I kind of doubt it.
If the runway is 119, why don't people say 01? You technically can say 01, it's just easier to say runway 1.
Tangiers traffic, November 73 Tango Sierra, turning base, runway 2, Tangiers.
Nothing against you saying it per se, it's just easier to just say runway 1. Trying to find the field out in front of us here, chat. Might not be the easiest one to see since it is a small little strip. And the sim isn't really doing a very good job of rendering things out because I'm pretty sure it's out on this island. Not this island right here, but out past the island on the other side of the lake there. Right on the edge of the bridge, pretty much like right in this general location is the airport, like right near the bridge here. So it's just not, it's not rendering yet. And see him.
Yeah, it's by the river and near the bridge, Mike.
Thank you.
November 73 Tango. Tangiers traffic, November 73 Tango Sierra, short final, runway 2, Tangiers.
So I'm still trying to make out the airport here, Chad. Not really doing it. Hard, not rendering very well on the sim, I guess. We'll have to get a wee bit closer. I'm going to descend a little bit, I think. We're going to go down to 1,000 feet for the traffic pattern altitude. As we get closer here, let's put the mixture full, prop full, throttle right to the horn. Start slowing this thing up a little bit as we try to find it. I think it's right out here. Looks like it's going to be, I see buildings. It's probably going to be behind this tree line right here. We'll probably find a runway with those buildings out there. That's where I'm thinking it is. So that's what I'm going to keep flying toward. Actually, if we were going to overfly the field, I probably should have stayed at the 1,500 feet. You know what? I'm going to turn the autopilot off, and we're going to fix my error by going to the other side of the bridge and actually entering from the downwind side, since I've already kind of made my mistakes. I don't really like the way they changed how the views are done in the sim with the updates. It's confusing me, chat. I'm still kind of getting used to that. So if you see me messing around with the view a lot, I apologize. I'm trying to get a view that I like. If you want to put a landing rate guess in for this one, now would be the time, because I am going to actually try and keep track with that now. So if you're in the chat and you want to do a landing rate guess for my second landing, go right ahead. My first one was minus 87. I'll try to do better this time. Even better. So I see a little flashing light. I don't think you'd see the flashing light in real life, chat. It's out there. So again, I'm just kind of working my way intentionally to the downwind side, since I kind of screwed up originally there by descending. If I was going to overfly the field, I need to stay at a higher altitude. They also want you to do wide downwind at this airport to avoid some of the populated area, I guess, around the airport. There's the runway. Okay, so we see the runway now. That's runway 19 south. So let me go ahead and again, I really shouldn't be on the departure end like I'm doing right now. This is not good procedural flying that I'm doing currently tonight. You never want to do cross the departure end right at the traffic pattern altitude like I just did like that. So let me see if I can't stop sucking for the rest of the night at least. Hummel traffic, 70124 Mike Charlie, left downwind, runway 1, Hummel Field. So you can see where the land, like the little residential is right here. That's why they want you to go wide, because there is like a little bit of property and land around the airport there, I guess. Probably could have gone even wider still, because I'm flying over some houses right here. Put the gear down so I can stop hearing the horn. If anybody else wants to put a landing rate guess in, now would be the time. Otherwise, Kitty Monster is going to win by default. Hummel Field traffic, 7124 Mike Charlie, left base for runway 1, Hummel. Hummel Field traffic, 70124 Mike Charlie's final runway 1, Hummel. At least my base and final turns were pretty good, chat. Give myself credit for that. So I see that this runway looks like it was edited a little bit, and you can see in the sim it's the real runway to the right a little bit, and then the runway over top. It's kind of funny. Minus 152. Oh, so not as smooth as the first one. Huh, 173 and 133 were the guesses. And 152 I think makes it closer to Jay Smitty at 133 if my math is correct. Wow. So I almost split you guys directly in half, but it was Jay Smitty, I guess, is going to be the winner, I think, on that one, technically. Hummel traffic, 70124 Mike Charlie is turning around back taxi, runway 1. Yeah, that's pretty impressive that I was almost able to split the difference from you guys exactly. So John, I know you edited Whiskey 75 too. I don't know if you're still watching the stream. It looks like the runway is off compared to the real thing, according to the geography, at least in the sim. We'll exit here, chat at the end, and we'll go into the camera view to show them. Yeah, I downloaded the one too that you put in the briefing and put it into the community folder. So let me go ahead and get you a better look here, Jay Smitty. You can definitely see it's off-centered compared to at least what the Sims ortho is putting out. It's off to the left, at least for runway 1. It's off to the left by a fairly significant amount. Everything else looks good and proper, but the runway itself is off. Just so you know. Alright. One more leg, we're going to go to Newport News, Kilo Papa, Hotel Foxtrot, and then we'll call it an evening. Hummelfield traffic, Seminole 124, Mike Charlie, departing runway 1, left downwind departure to the south, Hummelfield. Yeah, no problem. Happy to help, Jay Smitty. One last leg tonight, chat. Short, sweet stream will come to a conclusion here fairly soon. Left, I'll start my downwind turn. Yeah, we'll climb up to the 1,500 feet again. Oh, I didn't really do a proper crosswind either. I'm kind of going right to the downwind. No, we'll just loop to the south. It's very improper flying so far by me tonight, Chad. I will not lie. I said, my mind has been on so many other things. I'm just happy I was able to kind of get a stream and the sim time in tonight for the flying club, for the event. But I really have been focused on work and other things. And I am just getting better after having food poisoning over the weekend, so I apologize that I seem a little bit on the low energy side and not exactly the best flying side.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump out of here. Thanks for the event, John. I appreciate it, man.
Okay, thanks for flying.
So, sorry not getting the best of me, Chad. I haven't been, I'll be honest, I haven't been at my best in September so far, but I'll focus up. I'm commuting into work tomorrow. I'll be flying. I'll be fine. It's all good. It's all Gucci, as the kids say. I don't know why I just said that out loud. Yikes. Looks like we got about 12 minutes to get to Newport News. So a little bit over the 8:30 that I had planned on going. Another 12 minutes. Figure 8:45 is about when we'll be going here. Calling it good tonight. Bummer on the turnout for the flying club tonight. We're going to tie our record low of 8, it looks like. So, that's a little bit of a letdown. I will not lie to you guys, but it is what it is, as they say. Again, Thursday night, everyone's kind of getting back to school, back to work. back to the office post-COVID, so I guess it shouldn't be too surprised, like Jay Smitty said. And there is a pretty significant handful of club members that have had one thing or another come up in terms of scheduling.
So why is Newport News called Newport News? That's kind of a weird town name.
Yeah, I have no idea on that one.
You know, I think it has to do with the news from England and stuff would come by ship that way.
Well, I'm going to be reading some Wikipedia later tonight, I can tell you that.
Yeah, well, let me know if I'm right or not, because I'm not 100% sure on that. The Hampton Roads has to do with the shipping lanes and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's still coming off of Labor Day week, too. I guess that's a thing, Kenny Monster. It's not so much it being the weekend anymore, but that could have a hand in it.
We moved here in 2007, and that's always been kind of intriguing to me.
Gotta look at some of the
Yeah, because at first I thought that was
VATSIM
just
2020
like a weird
Seminole
airport name,
in
but
this
no,
area.
that's the name of the town.
Yep, sure is.
So we are participating in a Virtually Safe Flying Club event tonight. It's a bit of a low attendance event, but if you're not already a member of the Virtually Safe Flying Club, take a look at that Discord link.
West Point traffic, Skyhawk November 629 pop up 4 miles south of this field will be entering a left downwind for runway 28, West Point.
If you're a VATSIM member and you enjoy general aviation flying, we'd love to have you aboard the Virtually Safe Flying Club. The link to the Discord has just been pulled up by Stream Labels there. Give us a look. If you do decide to join, read the welcome page and the rules page. There are some instructions to get you set up in the Discord. We do have to verify that you are a VATSIM member before we can get you full access. Is kind of the deal with that. But if you're not already a member and want to get involved in some of these flying club events, then we'd be happy to have you. Always looking for more members. Usually our attendance is a little better. Like this is, like I said, the 8 count that we have so far tonight ties the record low. And so 8 is the low, chat. Usually we have more than 8. Usually we have double digits. Usually it's anywhere between 15 to 20 on an average night that we have in terms of attending for these events. So a bit of an off night, might just be an off week. It's been an off month for me, like I've talked about many times to start. So kind of just the way things are going, I guess. But love to have you if you're not already aboard the Flying Club.
West Point traffic, Skyhawk November 629 pop on the left downwind runway 28 West Point.
Newport News traffic, Seminole 124 Mike Charlie is about 15 miles north. We're going to plan on entering a left downwind for runway 2, Newport News. 5 minutes, 6 minutes out, chat. And then we'll call it good tonight. We'll hand you off to some other streamer who is potentially, probably,
West
a little
Point
bit more
traffic,
entertaining than me.
Skyhawk November 62908 Papa.
Again, I apologize for my low energy
Turn
chat.
final, runway 28, full stop.
Having a
West Point.
time right now, all in the old noggin. And I gotta go back to work tomorrow. Don't get me wrong, Chad, I love flying, I do. I love my job, the flying part of my job. The commuting part, which is the new thing that I'm still getting used to over the last 4 months, is what's dragging me down a little bit. And getting sick on the road out over the weekend wasn't fun. So that's kind of, you know, I'm hoping that this should be a nice, easy trip that I'm about to embark on, starting tomorrow. So hopefully all will be good. Again, it's just a matter of it not rendering yet, but I can start to see the airport right out there. You can see the end lights on the runways there. Barely starting to render.
Norfolk traffic, Cessna 33 Foxtrot, right base 05, Norfolk. West Point traffic, Skyhawk November 62908 Papa's clear, runway 28, taxiing parking.
So here's our runway, the one pretty much we're pointing down right now. So we'll just easily join the left downwind for it, come in for a full stop. Shouldn't be too hard. I'm going to go ahead and turn the autopilot off. We'll hand fly the rest of the way here. What do you say, Chen? Since we're already pretty much pointing right at her. Slowly start getting down to our traffic pattern altitude, 1,000 feet roughly. What's the airport elevation? Let's take a look. Yeah, 1,000 feet is going to be your TPA. Easy peasy. So we got one last landing in us tonight, chat. If you want to go ahead and put a landing rate guess in, you can start doing that now. One more landing. Now, so far I've done minus 87 and minus 152. This will be the last one of the evening here at Newport News.
Norfolk traffic, Cessna 33 Foxtrot, turning right base 05, Norfolk.
Kenny's going to stick with his old reliable. If anybody else wants to get one in real quick before I land, now would be the easy time to do it.
Norfolk traffic, Cessna 33 Foxtrot, final approach 05, Norfolk.
Newport News traffic, Seminole 124 Mike Charlie is entering the left base for runway 2. It'll be a full stop. Newport News. Cancel the gear warning horn so I can start slowing down here.
Norfolk traffic, Cessna 33 Foxtrot, final approach 05, touch and go, Norfolk.
Get those landing rate guesses in, chat. I see 2. If anybody else is watching, now's the time to do it. See if you can try and beat either Jay Smitty or Kenny Monster. No prize is just pride, but pride is a good thing, chat. Let me tell you. sure we land on runway 2 and not runway 7, but 7 is going to be the diagonal to us right now. We're pretty much parallel to runway 2, and even though I'm not really joining on a good 45, we're still joining here on the downwind for runway 2 into Newport News right now. Guess this would be the town of Newport News right all around here. Town City, I guess. It is a pretty interesting name for a town/city. I'm sure there is some kind of backstory behind it. God only knows what it is. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put the gear down. Don't have to worry about the horn anymore. Got our runway off our left side here. A little bit tight to the downwind, but that's alright. Should have had you fly over your house, oh well. Next time, Smitty, next time. I'm really sorry that the attendance is slow, though, John. I was expecting more. We had like 20 people Cinnabon the event. I was hoping that we would at least be in the double digits, but I guess it is a bit of, like Kenny said, maybe it is a bit of the Labor Day week blues, or everyone get back to school, or what have you. It's a bit of a bummer that we're probably going to tie the record low tonight. So I won't lie, I'm a little upset, but I'll get over it. I just feel bad for you. You put the work in, put the event together. So I appreciate you doing that, man. I really do. Appreciate the time and effort that you and all the other admin put into the Virtually Safe Flying Club to help me out and really make the club a success. And even though tonight is a little bit of a slow one, the club as a whole is always a great big success. And well, that'll never change. Newport News traffic, Seminole 4 Mike Charlie left base, or runway 2. And Newport News traffic, Seminole 124 Mike Charlie is final, runway 2, full stop, Newport News. Well, the point of all that, John, is I just want to say thank you for putting in the work to put the event together tonight. I appreciate you for doing that. Appreciate all the help I can get, especially the fact that I'm working all the time now. Let's see what we got. Oh, we floated a lot. Oh, we're floating a lot. Okay, minus 84 with a bit of a bounce. Gonna make J Smitty closer again, and that was technically my best landing of the night, according to the meter. Even though a little bit of bounce, but if you kiss the runway and it's still smooth, that ain't too bad. Go ahead and just slam it right in here. Screech it to a stop. Heat up those brakes. We'll go ahead and kill the engines. Blink. That's gonna do it for 124 Mike Charlie this evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much for this great event, guys, and I have to now only this one flight because it's like 3 a.m. on my time. Goodbye.
Have a good night, man.
Thank you very much.
See ya.
Damn, late. Very late where he is. Alright, so like I said, a little bit of light work in the Seminole. The next time I plan to stream chat is going to be next week on Wednesday. The girlfriend is going to let me stream and run an event while she's over. So she'll be at the house and on my bed probably in the background on Wednesday while I'm streaming. So she is a keeper, chat. Let me just say that out loud. She's a keeper. It's going to be group flight to Big Bear. We're going to fly from Henderson, Nevada, which is just south of Las Vegas. It's right in the Vegas Class Bravo. We're going to go to Lima 35, which is Big Bear. Here's a picture of Big Bear in real life. It looks like an awesome airport to go into. Can't believe we haven't done it sooner. I've been flying, in my real world flying, I've been flying over the top of this a lot on my way doing trips from like Dallas to California airports. I've been flying over it. It looks awesome. Runway right on this lake here. Looks like an awesome lake. It looks like an awesome town. So that's what we'll be doing Wednesday, September 15th. I will be streaming it. I'll be hosting it. I'll be running it. All that jazz. 7 o'clock Eastern time. If you're in the flying club, I hope to see you join us for that group flight. It's a pure group flight. We're gonna fly as a group, single file, no group, no formation flying. We're gonna go single file out of Henderson, Las Vegas to Lima 35 Big Bear. Kind of like old school, what the club used to do all the time. Standard, straight up group flight. So that's the plan for next week. That's going to do it for me tonight. I'm going to start looking for someone for us to raid. Who is streaming tonight that we can raid? Let's see. Sim Caesar is always a favorite, chat. Let's go ahead and raid Sim Caesar. Looks like he's flying with DeLorean tonight, doing some... sure enough, he's doing some VFR. He's doing it on Pilot Edge, though, instead of VATSIM. We'll forgive him for that, for not joining us tonight, even though he's doing some VFR. Let's go ahead and raid Sim Caesar. Chat, once again, I'm sorry I won't be able to stream a whole lot with everything that's going on in life, but I will see you guys next week. When I can stream, I'll be here. I appreciate you guys' support. Good Fixin', Sir Skidmore, thank you guys so much for the resubscriptions. Kenny Monster, Jay Smitty, as always, thank you guys for being a part of the chat. Nick Gresley, you too, Good Fixins, all you guys. Have a great night. Stay safe. Thanks for coming in today.
Whoops, a little puppy.